Well, good Sunday afternoon. It's February the 28th. It's a beautiful day outside, sunny and in the high 50s. And man, am I looking forward to spring. Any of you that know me know that I love snow, but if we're not going to have snow, I'm ready for warm weather and spring. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy dessert, and all you have to do is have this puff pastry on hand. You buy this in the freezer section at the grocery store. I'm sure you can find it at Walmart or Publix, any of those places. I bought this at Food Line. So it comes with 2 sheets of puff pastry in each box, and this is a folded piece of puff pastry. It's folded into thirds. I've just laid it out on this parchment paper and covered it so it can thaw. It's probably going to take about 30 minutes for it to thaw. But in the meantime, I've had this cream cheese out so it could come to room temperature, and I'm going to make a little bit of a filling to go in our desserts out of cream cheese. So let me open this up. Let me get you down here where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, maybe you can see that. This is an 8-ounce bar of cream cheese, and it is good and soft. So I'm going to put it in this bowl. Now I'm just going to guess at how much sugar we're going to need for this. I'm going to put about 1/4 of a cup of sugar in there, and I'm going to mash that around. We don't want it really, really, really sweet. But it's a dessert, so it's going to have a little bit of sugar in it. So that's about 1/4 of a cup to 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla in it, and this is my homemade vanilla that I made using whole vanilla beans and a little bit of vodka. So I'll show you how to do that at a later date. We won't need much because it is really, really potent. Gosh, that smells so good. Okay, so there's our cream cheese filling, and I'm just going to taste it just a little bit to make sure I've got enough sugar in it. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to let our puff pastry thaw, and when I come back, we will unroll the puff pastry, and I'll show you a few ways to use this cream cheese filling in some really quick and easy desserts. Alright, so I've got my puff pastry thawed, and this is just 1 sheet of puff pastry, and when I unfolded the thirds, I cut each of the third sections into 3, so I'm going to get 9 out of this altogether. And you can do this in many different ways. This one right here, I'm going to show you how to fold it, but first let me show you how I cut that. It is really simple. I just took this square of puff pastry dough, you fold it into a triangle, but you don't put it all the way down, just fold it over loosely. And you take a sharp knife and you cut it on one side, not all the way to the top tip, but down each side, like that. And then when you unfold it, you have this little picture frame. Looks like this. So now we're going to take our cream cheese cream cheese filling, and on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to take opposite corners of this one that we cut, and we're going to bring it to the middle like this. 1, 2, just like that. Now I'm going to put some cream cheese filling right there. And then I am going to cut a strawberry. I'm just going to make slices like that, fan it out a little bit, and put it right in the center. And I'm going to leave that one just like that. Now this other one over here that I've cut the same way, it's a little picture frame. I'm going to bring opposite sides to the center like that, and then I'm going to do the other side the same way. And this kind of makes a little flower petal design like that. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll do the cream cheese filling in the middle. Now you could put blueberries on this if you wanted to. I've got strawberries today, and that's my husband's favorite, so that's what I'm doing for him today. And I'm just going to put that right there, like that. Now this one over here, you can see that I took the knife and cut diagonal slices down each side. So on this one, I'm just going to put the, bless you, I'm just going to put the cream cheese filling down the center. I'm not going to put any strawberries in this one, but we might decide to put some chocolate syrup or something on it later. So on this one, let me get where I could get it down here in the frame so you can see what I'm doing. So on this one, we're just going to take these diagonal slices and lay them up on the cream cheese filling like that. Do everything but the end pieces first, like that, and then do the end pieces to kind of seal it up. I hope you can tell what I'm doing. I think my hands were kind of in the way, but you can see you just fold those diagonal slices in on the cream cheese filling and then fold the end ones in next. You could also just take this and put some filling on it. I had a couple of apples earlier, and I just made a small batch of apple pie filling and put that pie filling in the center of this square, and then just fold it over into a rectangle. Now you'll want to take a fork and crimp those edges down, and you've got an apple turnover. Easy, very easy. So I'm going to make another one of those because I know that's probably going to be my favorite. My husband's will probably be the strawberry. Okay, so just fold it over into a triangle. Strawberry leaves on me. Just like that. And then just crimp the edges with a fork. Alright, so we've got 4 designs already. Now I'm going to make a couple of more, and I've also got 2 puff pastries in the oven right now. Just plain pastries like this, just 2 squares of puff pastry, and I'm baking them just plain, and I'll show you what I'll do with those later. Okay, there's 2 more little designs I was going to show you. Now this one, both of these are just squares of puff pastry. This one I cut almost to the center on all 4 sides in the middle, and this one I cut almost to the center on all 4 sides at the corner. So let me show you how I'm going to use those. That'll be cream cheese filling. Now you can use other things besides cream cheese filling. You can use a little piece of chocolate candy or pudding or Bavarian cream, anything you want to do. So I'm just going to put a little dab of cream cheese filling just because that's what I've got made today. Now this one, we're just going to bring the corners up and pinch it like that. And that's going to make a little purse. Just like that. This one, we're going to do a pinwheel. So we're going to take the corner, each left corner, and fold it to the middle like that. And that makes a pinwheel. Now isn't that pretty? So you could do a chocolate kiss in there, or a strawberry or blueberries or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to take, I've got some really good muscadine jelly. I'm going to put a little bit of jelly right in the center of those. That is going to be delicious. All right, 2 more. We'll show you how to bake them. Now look how beautiful those are. And see, it's just really simple designs. There are many, many more ways you could fold this puff pastry. I like to put a little bit of an egg wash on some of mine because the egg wash, and when I say egg wash, this is just an egg that is beaten. I put a little bit of water in it. When you put a little bit of an egg wash on puff pastry or any kind of pie dough or anything, it makes it brown better on top, and it makes it kind of shiny. So I'm going to put an egg wash on these that don't have the fruit on them, but I'm not going to put it on the ones that do have the fruit or the jelly, and you can see the difference after they bake. Now I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to put these in and let them bake, and I'll let you know exactly how long it took to bake them. So we've had our puff pastries, the ones that we put the filling in the oven at 400 degrees for about 14 minutes. And sometimes it'll take a little bit less time, sometimes more. It's just according to how hot your oven gets and all kinds of things. So let's take them out now and see how they look. My goodness, look at that. Now remember, these little ones, the little turnovers, the triangles, and this one is the ones that we use the egg wash on. See how it makes it brown so pretty? But I don't like to use egg wash on anything with fresh fruit on it. I'm just kind of funny about that. I don't want fried egg on top of my fruit. But those look delicious. And now I'm going to show you what I did with the plain pastries that I baked with no filling. Now remember how I told you I was baking 2 of the square pieces of puff pastry plain. I didn't put any filling in them. I didn't cut them in any shapes. And this is what they look like after they're baked. Now these baked about 12 minutes at 400 degrees. And see, this is what makes it puff pastry. Is because when you cut it open, it's hollow inside. And the reason for that is the way it's made. Puff pastry is made, you make the dough, you put a slab of butter on top of it, you fold it over and roll it out, you put another layer of butter on top of it, you fold the dough and roll it out, and you do that about 6 times. I have actually made it from scratch before, and it is very labor intensive, so I am happy to buy it in the freezer section at the grocery store. But the way I use these when I just bake them plain is I just, this is just a little bit of vanilla pudding just instant vanilla pudding. Now you can use your imagination. You can fill these any way you want to. You can use that cream cheese filling. You can use pie filling of any kind, Bavarian cream, or you can make savory puff pastries by using spinach dip or bacon and eggs, that kind of thing. The possibilities are actually endless. So I'm going to put some vanilla pudding in that one. And let me show you what I do. This is fresh strawberries. And I'm just going to cut up some fresh strawberries on that. Look at that. Put more pudding if you want to. It's all up to you. It's your dessert. Now you put the top on that. You could put some whipped cream on top. And sometimes, especially if I'm making it for my best friend Gina, I drizzle chocolate syrup on top. If you want to get really fancy, you can hit it with a little bit of powdered sugar. Let the powdered sugar go all over the plate. Look at that. And it was so easy. Now this other one that I baked plain, I think I'm just going to open this one up and put some apple pie filling in it. and maybe a little bit of ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Don't that sound good? So I hope you'll try this, and let me know if you do, and let me know how you like it. You guys just have a wonderful day. Today is the perfect day. We're going to go outside here in a minute, and we're going to sit outside on the porch. Have a great day.